So my one blog has made me over $1 million so far in 2023, and now I probably spend about 5 hours a month on it. It's very outsourced. And this one job, it's really given me all my time back. So with that, I've been able to start 2 new businesses, my YouTube channel, do all kinds of stuff through just this one blog. But the same strategies that applied when I first started in 2019 don't apply today or in 2024. There's been a lot of changes, Google algorithm updates, helpful content update, content's out there. So we have to really update our strategy, which is why in this video, I'm breaking down exactly what I would do if I was going to start a blog in the online business in 2024. But before we get started, I want to invite you to watch my free masterclass, 80 minutes of free training. Make sure to click the link in the description and top comment below. You'll get that 80 minutes of free training about how to start an online business. Now let's get into it for today. So as you can see from my 2023 year-to-date revenue, the blog has made over $1 million, $878,000 from affiliate marketing. That's with traffic changes, fluctuations, all of that stuff. Still making over $1 million a year, and I'm not spending as much time on it now. I've hired a new team. We're revamping things. We're really focusing on the helpful content update, creating new content, all of that. But here's the thing. What worked in 2019 when I first started doesn't necessarily work in 2024. So really quickly, if you don't know who I am, I'm an average guy. I worked at a pizza place until I was 26. I failed out of college, got back in, barely graduated. I was lucky enough to get into the tech world where I learned all of these startup growth principles about building online brands. So I applied that to my own personal brand, my blog, and it became one of the fastest growing blogs back in 2019. Between all my businesses, I make over $200,000 a month. My blog makes over about $100,000 a month still. And here's the revenue history of my business: 200K, 800K, 1.5, 4.5. We're projected to make about $5 million this year. It's a big business. There's multiple businesses. It's cool. But it's not what I would do right now. If I were starting this second or in 2024, what would I actually do? Well, here's what I'd do. I'd pick a low-competition physical product niche that I know a lot about and that I can eventually tie into consulting or YouTube in a course. Those 2 options are really interesting because you can do consulting with no traffic. You can just sell simple services, things that we teach, like simple SEO services, content writing, freelancing, things that don't require any traffic. And you can also think about as you're a blogger and it's a personal brand, what are you going to teach? Well, a lot of your articles will be informational, how to do stuff. So could you package some type of course with that? Could you even do it on YouTube? Down the line, you don't do it right now, but everything is moving more towards teaching, coaching, and communities. So a platform like Skool that we use for Blog Growth Engine, super awesome. It has tabs for the classroom. You just add your videos in. It's got a tab for the community where there's a forum. You can do live Q&A, it's upload stuff. There's a gamification system. You can promote things in there. You can do all kinds of things. So Skool is my favorite community platform for that because you can do a lot with it. And you can even do that through blogging. Build your email list up, send them a lead magnet. An email list is something that you own, and then you can eventually get them into a free Skool community even. Just start interacting with students, and really helping them. So Skool is a great thing to use for that. But really, there's a couple of options, right? We want to dominate for affiliate revenue and add revenue with a blog. We have to think, feature planning, how can I make a lot more money if this is a real business? So the 2 paths are I can either sell services, go the agency route, start an agency type of business through consulting and freelancing, or I can go the education route through courses, YouTube, and community building with a platform like Skool. We have to tie in other revenue streams. When we think about blogging, starting an online business, we have to have multiple revenue streams for diversification. So we start with affiliate marketing. It can dictate your content strategy, you can make more money. Then we have ads. But then we also have things like sponsorships and potentially course sales down the line. And you can do consulting and selling services and all of that. So really what I would do today with the rise of certain competition in different niches, media sites, the Google helpful content update, I'd pick a lower competition niche that media sites aren't necessarily and that have a lot of opportunity. So let me just show you some examples of what I mean here. So all of our content strategy when it comes to blogging obviously starts with keyword research. But what articles do we want to rank for to actually make us money? Well, I would use the RF's Keyword Explorer, and I would look for opportunities with the word best in them because best signifies transactional search intent for people looking to buy products. So for example, I put in best gardening into the matching terms tool, and I could see all these different pieces of content I could create around the best gardening gloves, tools, apps, gifts, shoes, magazines, tool sets, boots, all of these different articles that I could write. Or something like kayak. And I can see things like best fishing kayak, kayak for beginners, sit on top kayak, kayak fish finder, tandem, dogs, beginner, brands. There's so many articles you could write here that are very low competition. You see the difficulties are all under 20 here, with many of them under 5 or 10. So tons of opportunities. There's other things like best grill. So I would do maybe I do a patio man type of blog where I would talk about outdoor stuff. I talk about grills, patio stuff, outdoor goods, and things like that. Look at all these. Best gas grill, charcoal, propane, indoor, flat top, smoker. So many different keywords here with low competition. Grid Al Grill. All these interesting keywords that you could write about in the transaction, the keywords in these specific outdoor niches. Because when we get into things like software now, well, it's just super competitive for a lot of categories. Video editing software, you see the difficulties are in the 90s. A lot of people want to start and try to start what I did in 2024. Before, start a software website or a marketing website and talk about SEO and blogging and all of that. Well, it's been around for so long that it's really difficult to compete. So what I would do is there's tons of different opportunities in the more physical products that you can review. And then you write, 80% of your content should be informational content to support all of those transactional articles. So I could also put in something like best sauna, right? If I want to review high-priced saunas on my blog. Again, remember, blogs are mediators between searches and purchases for people. We want to give comparative content to rank things and to give our readers information about products. So there's like infrared sauna, sauna for home, tons of different articles we could write. Portable sauna, infrared sauna blanket, all of these things. And I'd probably start with 3 transactional articles like this in a certain niche, one website, one niche in a certain niche. And then I do 3 pieces of informational content around each one of these transactional articles. So I could have best home sauna, and then I could how to clean your sauna, how to assemble your sauna, how to do maintenance on your sauna, whatever those informational keywords are going to be, to build topical authority in that area. So ultimately, what's happening in 2024, there's a helpful content update. Every article is supposed to be more helpful now, a little bit more in depth, more from human experience for readers, not necessarily just SEO first. So with that, I'm going to give you a full strategy and breakdown of how to do that in just a second. But I want to give you some examples of different people that are doing this right. So for example, we have this site, GrowVeg.com, and this is about gardening. So they have gardening planners, journals, guides, all kinds of different articles about gardening, right, and blog posts, how to refrigerate, store root vegetables for months, composting in autumn. Tons of content. They're getting over 100,000 visitors a month to their blog. And then they've paired that with a YouTube channel with 643,000 subscribers. So they also have videos, and they can overlap. So you can put videos into your blog posts. You can make affiliate revenue through your blog, affiliate revenue through YouTube videos in the description, add revenue from YouTube, add revenue from the blog. And you're doubling down, and you're diversifying your revenue streams. And they are also selling their own planners and courses and things like that. Another example is BarbecueGuys.com. Specific niche, grills, smokers, outdoor pizza ovens, all of that. So their blog has tons of articles about how to clean these certain types of grills, all these different things about grills, product comparisons, buying guides. And then they also have a YouTube channel, Barbecue Guys, where they do the same thing. They show themselves drilling, and they do the reviews as well through YouTube. Another example here is this guy, selfmadenewbie.com. He has a blog, and he's showcasing all kinds of products, paint for office walls, shoes for office. He's doing a lot of home office stuff, and he's got a YouTube channel to pair with it. I searched for Best Modular Sectional. Here's his channel, Chris Hardy. He's a newer channel. He's publishing a lot of content. But you see, he's doing buyer guides on lots of different products. So ultimately, what we're looking at here is we want to find things that are less competitive, right? When we're blogging, when we're creating content, we're putting it out there in a content-driven business. We want to actually get momentum. We don't want to start in something that's like, I'm going to talk about blogging, and I'm going to talk about SEO. Things have been around for 20 years and are super competitive. We always want to find new and emerging products and things to review and write about that haven't existed yet. Because 16 to 20% of Google searches every year are brand new, never been searched before. So we have to find what's not saturated. And today, in 2024, what's not saturated is more like these outdoor physical products, because when we think about what is more saturated, a little bit more difficult, it's things that a site like Forbes would write about. Tech gadgets, software, business stuff, even very popular appliances like blenders, refrigerators, fitness trackers, things that a ton of people use. Big media sites are writing all this stuff. And that even includes kitchen stuff and indoor goods, and they are moving into more furniture and all of that. So the opportunity right now lies with niche, however you want to say it, expertise in one area for products that you things that aren't super saturated. So like hobbies, crocheting, gardening, outdoor goods, different products that you know things about that are less competitive because you can get some momentum, you get some early wins, you start ranking content.